Welcome back to Everyday Kentucky. Your level of impact is determined by your team's level of leadership. Most leaders want to grow but don't know who else can share the burden. Well, at the Live2Lead conference, you can prepare to accelerate your own leadership abilities.
And Drew Sutton joins us now to share more about leadership and what the upcoming conference entails. Welcome on in. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We were just talking a little bit before we came on air here, and this is really, really interesting. So what is it that you're able to do that others would have to spend a lot of money to do?
So John Maxwell hasn't been to Lexington in about 10 years, and that's because countries like nation states are asking him to come and level up their leadership. So he still wants to come to hometowns, and so he's let folks like me, certified John Maxwell coaches, bring Live2Lead, which is 8 different speakers. Every speaker has an honorarium of $50,000 to $100,000. So I can bring that to your hometown, so us, Lexington and Georgetown. I can bring it to your office, I can bring it to your club. It allows us to bring world-class speakers to you at hometown prices.
So what are we talking about? What kind of speakers are we getting at this?
Yeah, so of course John Maxwell, then John Gordon, who is wrote the Energy Bus. That's actually the book that the UK baseball team kind of dedicated themselves to last season, given the winningest season ever. Malcolm Gladwell, he wrote Blink, he wrote The Tipping Point, very famous. Michael Jr. is a famous comedian. Valerie Burton talks about the science behind positivity, and then lots of other ones. I'm actually at this event, I'm bringing in a guy from Pittsburgh who talks about how generosity will be the catalyst to your next level. And then a friend of mine, actually a longtime mentor of mine, he's a John Maxwell executive director, so he's like on the inner circle. He's coming in from Canada to speak and answer questions at the event.
All right, now tell us a little bit about who John Maxwell is for the folks at home that don't know who that is.
Yeah, this is actually a shocker for me because John's been teaching on leadership for 50 years, and I've read, he has 21 books. The 21 Laws of Leadership is probably his most famous book, but I still run into people that don't know him. So he's been teaching leadership for over 50 years. He is an international speaker. Like I said, he wrote 21 books, and so when he comes into your organization, here's what I love about John. I've never been blown away mentally, but he says really practical things, but I've always been blown away in my heart. He always challenges me to be a better leader, to connect more with my people, and to raise their ability and empower them.
And why, obviously, is it so important, especially for like people that are business owners or people to come to this to learn more about leadership? Because after all, you can't have a strong team base without that 1 or 2 people in that leadership to really be guiding you.
Yeah. So ever since the pandemic, we have 2 things that are facing us. One is that we have an epidemic of loneliness. People feel more disconnected than ever before. Of course, we're coming off a political cycle, so people feel more divided than ever before, and we need, as leaders, we need to step up our game and help people in hybrid work environments and remote work environments realize that you're part of the team, and we are really more connected than we are disconnected. So connection is a problem, and the second one is the AI revolution is going to speed up the pace of work and the pace of innovation, and so we don't need more people that can just do work, automatons. We need more people that feel empowered to make decisions, to raise ideas. And that they feel empowered to raise those ideas to us as leaders. So Spotlight is a great opportunity for us as leaders to build those skills, connection and empowerment for our teams.
All right, I'm seeing a QR code right there, right?
Yeah.
So we can get more information, get tickets, I imagine, all that good stuff, right?
That's right, that's right. And if you use Thrive25 as the code, you'll get 25% off. We only have 2 tables left, but there's lots of tickets, individual tickets if you want to come. Bring a table's 8 seats. A lot of folks don't have 8 folks in their organization, or 8 folks that can break away. So bring 1 or 2 folks. Bring your son, bring your daughter, a student that is growing and needs to learn leadership, or an upward mobile, a high potential person in your organization. That's a great person to bring to the event.
Yeah, and this is on the 30th, right? And
Yep.
you said Lexington and Georgetown.
Yep, Lexington's on Thursday the 30th, and then Georgetown is on the 31st.
And if you miss it, you have a podcast?
I do have a podcast. It's called the Drew Sutton Leadership Show. It's dedicated, kind of like this show actually, it's dedicated to local businesses that are doing amazing things. We get to let you shine, and we talk leadership while you're on the show.
Awesome.
Oh, that's excellent. And how can we find the podcast, by the way?
It's on YouTube, the Drew Sutton Leadership Show, and it's also on my LinkedIn and my Facebook pages.
Excellent.
Good deal.
Well, we appreciate you being here so much, and all kinds of great information out there. Thank you.
All right.